Gude. First of all, sorry that this introduction will be a little bit longer than normally. But please listen to the boring stuff right now, because you will see something, I hope, interesting at the end. But finger off your mouse. Do not skip, that's not fair. So you will probably not understand the end in the video when you skip that boring part here at the beginning. So, first of all, short introduction for those who do not know me. My name is Thorsten Müller, I am a German guy, and I have passion for open voice or text-to-speech right now in special, but in general all open voice technology related stuff. Speech recognition, text-to-speech, open voice assistance in general. So that's my passion right now. And this being said, I also contributed my voice. So some of you might know there is that Thorsten-Voice dataset, and not just the dataset. I have trained some text-to-speech models on the Koki text-to-speech repository, which is originally based on the Mozilla text-to-speech repository. And all that, the dataset, that is more than 23 hours of pure audio for a neutral dataset and an emotional dataset, and the models trained on that, they are available for free under CC0 license, though they can be used by every project, regardless of its size or its money. So, and in addition to that, I regularly share my knowledge on the issues I struggled in or with on that little place here on YouTube. So that should be all for the introduction, and now to the actual topic of that video. As being an active member on the Koki and Mycroft AI communities for around 2 years now, and both communities I can really recommend you to take a look or join us. So those communities are really great, and being a member for around 2 years now, I see lots of great chatting. So we chat a lot on beginners questions to advanced questions, up to really high, in-deep, professional discussions. And within that chat messages and that history, there is lots of great knowledge or lessons learned a user is sharing with the community. But to be honest, I'm not sure how you deal with that. But for me, at least, when I open the chat program and there's a message saying there are 100 new messages since your last visit, I probably will not read the last 100 messages in detail to see, is there anything useful? Is there anything that might improve my work on Open Voice? No, that's, maybe you do that, I do it not. And I thought, this is sad, because there's so many great knowledge that is lost in that chat history. And it's probably not easy to find some valuable information. But there is the valuable information. So I thought, maybe we can improve that. And for that, I need your help. And yes, I mean your help. Don't do that. There's no one behind you, hopefully. But I mean you. Because I am a huge fan of that wiki idea to share knowledge and to share knowledge, or to make it easy to publish knowledge, to adjust knowledge by other people, to correct knowledge if it's improvable, and obviously free to read for everybody. And being a technology enthusiast, I thought to myself, hey, why not setting up a wiki for all the people at the projects who share passion on open voice technology? Because we probably ask ourselves, well, I'm not sure, but I think it is so, similar questions. And even if we make that easy to find within one project with great valuable information, the next open voice relevant project will not get that information too easy. And so I set up a wiki and put some structure in it, and I will show you in a second. As I said, it will be better, it will get better after the boring introduction talk. So I will show you in a second or two or a minute. However, I invested hours and days in building it, so please invest a minute to listen to my boring stuff. Where have I been? I set up that wiki, and that's the point where I really need your feedback, because I think it is a good idea to build up a wiki for open voice technology, passion people. But if I am the only one thinking that, or I try to solve a problem that does not really exist, then please let me know, because then that wiki is useless and can be deleted. Or if I am the only person putting information there, then probably this will not work. A wiki cannot be working when it's just driven by one person. So that's the point where I really appreciate your feedback on communities, or on that as a comment in that video here on YouTube. Or the best way probably is to share your idea or thoughts on that open voice technology wiki. I will show you. I promise. I promise. Let's check my notes. Is there anything I want to say before showing it to you? No, that's probably the thing there. So, yeah, I've said lots of stuff, why I think it's a good idea. And okay, oh, I've written it on my notes, but I didn't find it. But what I would like to say, a wiki can probably be everything. So I thought, is there anything, in my personal opinion, that this OpenVoice-Tech Wiki should not be? And I think it should not be an additional communication channel for a project. So I think most projects, they already use GitHub discussions, or a matrix channel, or a MetaMost server, or stuff like that. It's not meant to be an additional channel for a project. So not for a guy to jump in and say, hi, I'm the new one. So there are probably better places for a project to say hi. And I will show you the URL now. I will show you the wiki. And I really appreciate your feedback. Yeah. So that's it from the intro. As I said, short intro. So, sorry. And now let's go into it. For opening the browser and jumping to that OpenVoice-Tech Wiki, one last thing. I set up that wiki with the vision or the idea. It is not just for one specific project. It's a wiki for all OpenVoice projects, for the people, for everyone sharing passion on OpenVoice and is willing to share not only the passion, but share the vision to share knowledge. So, but that's okay. Let's open the browser and let's open HTTPS and OpenVoice-Tech.net, and we are on the wiki page. You see on my screen is work in progress, and your highly appreciated feedback will probably have influence on, does this wiki have a future at all, and how will it look, how will it feel like? So please give me feedback, and it will have influence on the future of that wiki. You might be familiar with that look and feel because it's the same software stack that drives the Wikipedia. So navigation and look and feel might be familiar for you. So what is the main page? It's simple. It's an introduction what that OpenVoice-Tech Wiki is. And it's primarily, as I said, a place for everyone sharing passion and knowledge for open voice technology, regardless of the speech-to-text, text-to-speech, open voice assistant, or any other field in that amazing technology or organizational field of voice technology or voice. And as you can see by these statistics, we have 132 pages and are 8 registered users here. And I have 2 test users, so honestly, we have 6 registered users. So we are a really small and just trying to start. So if you like that idea, jump in and join us on that wiki page. I will show you later on how to share your thoughts on it. But first of all, some information what's planned. So I have lots of ideas in mind. In addition to that, hopefully what will come from you outside and feedback. There is a lot of technical information, best practices, as said, lessons learned about all this stuff. We have lots of great papers out there, and there might be some summary on how to interpret the data, the papers, or will it make easier for people to understand the technical papers, so we can bring the information to a form that is easier to understand. News tickers might be an idea, or many possible ideas more. And we have a category, because in my opinion, an information is just then valuable when you find that information you need at the right time when you need that information. So if we just put in randomly content, it will be hard to find the relevant part. So I personally set up some categories here, and some lessons learned, open voice assistance, paper discussions, and TTS, voice datasets, women in voice, and you can click it, and it's a tree structure. And but I will show you more in a second. Then we have links to open voice projects or people, such as the Koki community, Microsoft AI, the Women in Voice, Raspi, Sepia, and really a nice link collection by Cassie Reed. And here I have added 2 simple example page, so you can get an idea on how it will look like. In general, I am logged in right now, as you can see by my username in the upper right, but I've set it up or configured it that you do not have to register an account to edit content or to add a new page. It's up to you if you are willing to do this with your own name or your own account. I hope that you will register an account because it will make things easier to discuss or to interact. Because if you post content anonymously, there's just your IP address and you cannot get in contact with an IP address. So I hope people, if you are willing to contribute or are sharing that vision or passion for the wiki, I hope you register yourself an account. So let's go to the main navigation. We have that recent changes link that is showing just the the recent changes. Surprise! So it's just the latest information that has been updated. And let's go. I've made a shortcut for STT relevant categories or TTS relevant categories. So let's go into the TTS one. And we see we are here inside a category called TTS for text-to-speech. And that category has further subcategories or pages that are directly in that TTS chapter or category. For example, let's go what's in the subcategory TTS models. And again, we have here the next subcategory. So that tree can go really deep. So let's go, that's a page, one page, pronunciation issues. And if I open that one up, first let's start with the bottom, obviously. What else? So we have that information box here called category TTS models. Yeah? So we see we are now into that category, and let's open that speaking issues with a Koki TTS Tegatron 2 DDC model. And that's not a category anymore. That's the actual content, the page. We have an auto-generated index here, or table of content, some helpful information, input string formatting, or whatever. It's not about that specific page, it's just an example to show you. And in the bottom, we have now the categories, and see that this special page is linked to a category called pronunciation issues, TTS models, or Koki. So it's hopefully, but please give me feedback what you think on that category stuff I thought on. It is hopefully easy to find the content. What you can see in the history, but that's typical for a wiki, and if you're used to wikis, you already will know that. We have a version history, so we can see who edited that page over the time. That's been my account, and here an IP address by a not registered or logged in user. So if you are willing to edit that content or fix a typo or bring in new pronunciation issues, you can just choose the edit button, and that's available regardless if you are logged in or not. So I will log out in a moment and show you that's possible too. And you can just edit here new stuff, or you can, let's say example, demo, and let's save the changes. Short description, just an edit for demo. And it's a minor edit, so let's save it. And now that demo has been added here. So, and we see my edit here in the history of that page. So, because it's not really a helpful addition, I will remove it and Save changes again. Roll back changes. I know there's a way I can roll back and edit, but just for the demo I will do it that way. So if you are familiar with that wiki syntax and prefer it over that visual editor, you can edit the source of that article. And that's the way a typical wiki page is looking in raw code. And here we have that category list, category Coki, category TTS models, and so. So that's an easy way to edit a category to your article or to an article. But in general, do not struggle with any formatting issues. If you would like to publish some helpful content, some lessons you learned, some knowledge you got, and I'm not sure, oh, maybe I'm doing something wrong, I'm not sure on how this category thing was working, just bring in the content, and I will take a look and help you, and if I think it's a specific category, I will do that. But we can just improve content if there is it. If it is there, if you do not post the content, the content cannot be improved. That's an easy way. So let's, for example, create a new page. And for that, I will log out. So I'm not logged out anymore. If you say, I would like to add a new page. Okay, let's do it. An easy way is we just put in the title of the page into the search field here. For example, resolving PyTorch dependency on Arch 64. So then you will see a page like this, that the page does not exist, the query returned no results, but you can click Create the page on the wiki. You have to choose, do I want to use the visual editor or the plain raw code editor. Let's start for the easiness with the graphical one. So let's say heading, what's the problem? Trying to build PyTorch XX on NVIDIA Jetson Arch platform, whatever. So, and then we can edit how to solve, bullet list, step 1, 2, finish. So that's really a simple way to do that. You can insert some nice things like images, templates, tables, and I've added a code block. So, for example, if you would like to add a Python code snippet, you can just print. You can just edit your code here and insert it into your article, and its syntax highlighted, or its syntax is highlighted in that language you choose. So that's it. Let's save the page, short description, demo page, and save it. And that's it. We now have that super simple edited page where everyone can add content, correct content, make it more precise or whatever. As I said, you do not have to struggle with categories. But if you would like to work with categories, you can, let's say, let's add it to our category Oh, dependency hell. Dependency hell, so let's open it again. Edit by source. And let's edit category dependency hell. Let's check dependency hell. So, edit category. Save changes. So now we have that bottom info line here, category dependency hell. When we click on that, this page contains just that one page. That category contains this one exactly. So let's go to the main page, and right now there is nothing into that dependency hell, and hopefully when I refresh the page, the dependency hell should list that one article within that category. And it does not. Okay, it's no. Okay, sorry. That blue symbol here or that gray is just if there are subcategories. So, okay, it's not changing because there is not a subcategory. But if you click here, you see, here's the resolving PyTorch dependency, and jump to your article. So, as we are coming, or not we, I am coming to an end, I will just show you how I would like to get feedback. And on the main page, I have here a link, please help by sharing your thoughts. And that link will show a discussion page for that main page. So every page in that wiki has a discussion page, but I will make a separate video on how to mention or how to discuss or how to get in contact using these kind of discussion pages. And as you can see here, I am in contact with the great Adam Stoker, and we are just starting to discuss some ideas or some thoughts. And if you would like to join us, you can do that anonymously, or, as I hope you will do it, registered. And for example, you have a new idea for that wiki, and just you can do click add topic, and let's say you name that chapter a great improvement for wiki. Let's say I have a great idea how to improve. And that idea is so great, let's make it bold. Add more content. So let's show a preview. Wow, amazing. So add more content, great idea. Save changes. And we now have another chapter, and so we can discuss your feedback, your ideas. So that would be probably the best way if you have feedback on the wiki. So that's it. It's time for the end words for today's video. So, wow, that's been a long video. But nevertheless, I hope it's worth being watched. So, as I set up this wiki in my rare spare time, so I hope you find it acceptable, good, helpful. So, I set it up to share all the passion and the knowledge across all the voice related projects. So that's the first thing. It's for all voice related projects. The second out of three. The second is you cannot do anything wrong. If you think, wow, I had encountered an issue which I was able to solve by myself or with the help of my great specific community, and I would like to share it within that wiki. And you think, maybe the structure or the style is not so great, or I have no idea how that categories thing is working. That's not a problem. Just bring the content in, and there I will check it, I will take a look, and I will help making it better. But we cannot improve content that is not there. So that's number 2. Do not be afraid, just bring your knowledge, your lessons learned to the community. And the last but not least point, and that's number 3, and honestly then the video is finished. And the last point is, please give me feedback. Preferred the way I've shown in the video on the OpenVoice-Tech Wiki in the discussion from the main page. And so we can discuss easily. But this wiki is just my personal idea, because I think it is useful and helpful. But please let me know what you think, because if I really try to solve a not existing problem, I can remove it. So that's it. I really hope for your feedback, and thanks for watching. Bye.